Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about the one thing that is so important to make the law of assumption, the law of attraction, to really make a massive transformation in your life. It all comes down to this one thing. This is the one key element that is like the big domino. Once you change this, change follow, change is inevitable. And I see so many people who miss that crucial steps, or they do it, they stop, they do it, they stop. And this is something that you really need to understand. If you want to be able to create the life that you want, if you really want to be able to have long-lasting change and transformation in your life, it comes down to this. So in this video, we're going to break down this simple formula that is going to explain the law of assumption, the law of attraction. Is going to explain exactly why some people are able to transform their life and other people are struggling to do so. All right, so let's go straight into this video. We're gonna use the whiteboard to explain a few things. Now, what's very important is that we're gonna keep this very simple. You see, this here is the old paradigm. This is where 99, or I don't know how many people are operating from this, but this is the normal way of operating. This is the way that most people, until they learn about the power of the mind, the laws of the mind, operate from. Okay, so here how it goes. You have a certain amount of results in your life, right? Your life situation as it is leads you to think a certain way. Okay, for example, you see a certain amount of money in your bank account. This creates the thought, right? You see certain things happening around you. You see the situation at work. You see things happening in your relationship. You see the way your body looks like. All those things happening in your life, all your result, right, causes you to think according to the result that you have. And this is so critical to understand, is that your thinking, if you're thinking from the old paradigm, is tied up to the current result that you have. So what does that mean? It means that how you think now becomes how you feel. Example, okay, if you start to see, okay, your bank account showing a certain amount, all of a sudden you start to have like those thoughts of lack that comes in. Okay, oh man, there's not enough, I gotta pay the bill, I'm not able to make it, I always struggle to money, blah blah blah. So you got those thoughts coming up, like straight away. Now you have that anxiety that kicks in, you got that worry, you got those emotions that comes up, because it's difficult to think greater, because it's difficult to feel greater than how you think. So the result leads to how you think and feel, and that leads inevitably to what you do, the decisions you make, how you show up in your life, your energy. Okay, so if you're feeling anxious, now you start to be calculating. Now you go to the supermarket and you look for the promotion. Now you're being very needy, very hoarding with your money. You don't give anymore. You try to get, you try to force things, you try to manifest things. So everything follows how you feel. And thinking and feeling and acting, this is your state of being. Now, here is why so many people struggle to change the result, is because as they go through this way, it does but one thing. It reinforces the result they get. Because if you think, feel, and act according to your result, you're going to think, feel, and act to perpetuate your result. Einstein said it in a very simple way. He said that you cannot solve a problem with the same level of consciousness that created it, with the same level of mind that created it. What does that mean? It means that your current result right now in life, everything in life, right, is a reflection of your thoughts, feeling, actions, and decisions, right? Your state of consciousness, what we could call, your identity, your self-image. And this, if you keep it the same, if you let your thought, feeling, and decision stem from your current result, current situation, current 3D reality, it is only going to perpetuate the same result. And that's why the poor get poorer, and that's why the rich get richer, and that's why success leads to success. All those sayings are saying the same thing. So that's the old way. That's why a lot of people struggle. Now, the question is, what is the new way of thinking? What is the new paradigm that will allow you to break from this cycle and transform your result and create a new level of life? Well, we have to reverse the formula, and it starts with this. And it goes this way. You see, you cannot let your old result control the way you think, because otherwise you're already being led astray. So you gotta start thinking from the end. And I'm gonna talk about what do I mean from the end. This is where you need to know, what do I want instead? If my current result in whatever area of your life you're not satisfied with, you gotta be able to ask yourself, what do I want instead? This is the end that you're after, right? More money, better job, a new car, whatever, sexy body, whatever it is that you're after. So you gotta be able to start thinking as though you already have what you want. And I know, like, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. How do I think from something I don't have, right? If I'm overweight and so on, how do I think that I'm healthy and I'm fit? Well, you have to remember what it says in the Bible. Let the weak man say, I am strong. See, your mind is like a GPS. What you tell your mind, what you think is what you get. And if what you think consistently, you become. Whether you think according to your result or whether you start to think greater thought, better thoughts about yourself, about your life, about your situation. So when you start to think about yourself as being wealthy, as being able to make money, change your situation, be healthy, have a sexy body, work out, you start to think greater about yourself. You think from the end aligned with what you want. It is going to lead to feeling a different way. I guarantee you that you cannot think different thoughts, better thoughts, and feel the old way. So you're gonna start to feel a bit more energetic, more excited, more calm, more serene, more motivated, more abundant. Something in you is going to change because how you think equals how you feel, right? And because how you think and how you feel is going to affect what you do, how you show up, what you feel inspired to do, to connect, to share, to give. So you're going to show up in your life being different. You're going to be inspired to take action over you go, to eat better, to work out, to do whatever is going to naturally lead you toward creating that new result. And sometimes it is gradual, right? If you're trying to change your weight and lose weight and get that new body and be healthy, sometimes it's just you don't wake up and done. It's done, right? It's gradual. So you have to think, feel, and act repeatedly. You gotta create that new habit. You gotta create that new state of being. Because all of these things here represents what we could call your identity. Okay? So what you need to do is repeatedly think, feel, and act as if you are already the person that is creating those results here that you want. And this, once you start to get new results, it automatically going to lead to new thoughts. And those new thoughts are going to then reinforce the feeling, the action. And now you're creating a new cycle. Does that make sense? And now your mind is conditioned to live from that place. But where people get it wrong is here. They do that a little bit. Okay, they visualize. Thinking from the end can also be using your imagination. Neville Goddard talk a lot about the power of imagination. I love the power of imagination. I talk about it a lot in my videos as well. So visualizing what you want, living that vision, having that image in your mind is also a way of thinking. For me, in this thing, I equate it, right? This is a starting point that then leads you to feel a certain way. And a lot of people stop here. They do one and then boom, I stop. And they never take the action. They never make the decision. They never show up in a certain way. They kind of just wait for things to manifest. And this is a trap. You gotta be an active participator in your life. If you wanna be able to run a marathon, you better get up, your shoes on and go start fucking running, because your body is not gonna build that strength by itself. Okay? Having a great mindset would definitely make the process so much easier. But if you want to build a YouTube channel and you never make a video, you're never going to get there. So you have to be an active participator. And there is a saying that says that God can only do something through you. So sometimes life will give you opportunity, will bring you what you want in an amazing way. And sometimes we have to initiate, because we have that hunch of doing something, coding someone, going someplace, buying that book, you know, taking that form of action. This is where here we cement it, because this is the mental and emotional realm. This is the physical realm where we take it in and act that part, and we become it. And inevitably, if you do that consistently, it will lead to new results. There is no other way. If you change the way you think, the way you feel, and how you act, something is bound to change, because here your energy, your identity has shifted. And something here is bound to change. Now, this is the new paradigm. Now, where a lot of people struggle with is that they understand this. They heard it in different ways, but they know, okay, I gotta change, I gotta visualize, I gotta feel, I gotta get in the state, I gotta take some form of inspired action. The challenge is that people go back and forth. The pen is dying here. But people go back and forth. They go from this model to that model. One moment they're thinking from the end, one moment they're thinking from the old result, one moment they're thinking back, and they go yo-yo, yo-yo, back and back and back. And so they start to wonder, why is my result not showing up? Or why am I taking one step forward, two steps back? Why is it that I'm sabotaging myself? Why is it that, you know, I'm not getting the result that I want? I'm not breaking that ceiling. Why am I stagnating? Okay? It's simply because you're not consistently living from the end. You know, you keep checking your wallet, how much money there is. You keep checking how many followers you have. You keep checking to get that money, that success, for you to feel freaking good, for you to feel that certain way. You keep waiting to have what you want to think and feel that way. And when you don't have it, and you see you don't have it, boom, you're back in a self-pity, you're back in a not enoughness, and you're back in doing the same old thing over and over and over again. And this is because here there is so much momentum. You've practiced and practiced and practiced being that way for so long that there is a lot of natural, that there's a lot of natural momentum going on there. And so fully going this way can be a little bit tough at the beginning. You have to catch yourself, right? You have to catch yourself doing this. You have to catch yourself being in the old feeling. You have to catch yourself thinking the old thoughts. You have to catch yourself going back to these old habits and letting it go and letting it go and letting it go and moving back again and again and again to this new level until it becomes normal. Until you start to get those new results and it feels normal, until you completely forgot who that person here was. That is how you create long-lasting transformation. So I hope this video really explained, basically in a nutshell, what the law of assumption and law of attraction really is and how it really works and what it really comes down to. It comes down to living from this new paradigm of reality. Understanding that how you think and feel and act create your state of being, and that your state of being creates your reality, your result. And so if you are moving back and forth, this is the biggest struggle that most people have, is to anchor yourself in this new model of reality again and again and again, having that discipline, and it will freaking pay off. Watch that video again, learn from it, notice where have you been doing that yo-yo in your life, where have you been thinking the old way, where have you been feeling and acting the old way. Reflect. And if you have any questions, guys, write them down in a comment. Let me know what you think in a comment down below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, guys, and you want to see more of this type of content, like, share, and hit that subscribe button, guys. I will see you in my next video. Be well.